open strings, just after the immense primordial impact, began to settle into precise geometric patterns, establishing a fundamental trinity of forms. This is the second episode of the Manifesto of Cyclic Quantum Cosmology, a model developed by Manos Kouvakis. In our last discussion, we explored the Big Bang as a kinematic collision between two colossal brains, an event that unleashed a torrent of energy in the form of strings, all tuned to a specific cosmic frequency. Now, we push further. What exactly unfolded in the immediate aftermath of that cosmic crash? How did these minute threads of energy weave the very reality we perceive, the space we traverse, and the gravity that keeps our feet on the ground? Crucially, we'll uncover how black holes act as genuine factories of the spatial fabric, directly influencing the dynamics and velocities of entire galaxies. These strings, released with such force, began to stabilize, evolving into three distinct geometric modalities, a foundational trinity shaping both the microscopic and macroscopic world of our aeon. First, there's mass, our ordinary matter. Imagine open strings, their ends firmly anchored to the surface of our brain. Their bound vibrations are what we identify as particles of matter, like quarks and electrons, and the visible forces, such as light. But there's a catch. For matter to materialize, a perfect initial balance is essential. It requires a coupling in total resonance between the open string and the brain. If their fundamental notes don't align, they simply ignore each other, and no matter is formed. Then there's gravity, embodied by the graviton. What happens if a string closes into a loop? By losing its free ends, it detaches from the brain. It becomes free to drift into the bulk and among the extra dimensions. This looping vibration is precisely the graviton. Its unique ability to disperse beyond our energetic brain explains why gravity, on a macroscopic scale, appears so incredibly weaker than all other fundamental forces. Finally, we have space itself, the geometric building blocks of our universe. Open strings that do not anchor to the brains have a different destiny. They connect with one another, end to end, head to tail. This intricate entanglement, this network of quantum relationships, generates the geometric fabric we call space. Space, then, is literally constructed from these string building blocks. This geometric floor isn't rigid. It possesses an intrinsically elastic nature. These blocks can stretch, they can dilate, and they naturally tend to contract, striving to return to their original state. On this elastic foundation, however, matter soon reveals an inherent tension. It yearns to revert to its initial state of pre-collision unity and density. This powerful force gives rise to primordial black holes, which serve as cosmic anchors and centers of immense attraction. In this model, a black hole doesn't merely annihilate reality. It activates a fundamental process of quantum separation and recycling. When matter undergoes the extreme gravitational pressure of collapse, its perfect initial symmetry shatters. The physical bond between the open strings and the brains they're anchored to ruptures. The brains itself gets drawn inward, undergoing processes of quantum evaporation and saturation. Meanwhile, the released open strings remain outside the event horizon. They accumulate in massive density on the surface or just beyond the black hole, like tightly packed building blocks. This is where a remarkable transformation occurs. These strings frantically join head to tail, effectively becoming new building blocks of space. They continuously generate fresh geometric fabric out of nothing, injecting it outward from the black hole. This relentless accumulation and injection of space has profound mechanical consequences on a galactic scale. Given the immense forces at play near the core of a galaxy, the space created around the black hole directly influences the galaxy's dynamics before dispersing further away. This geometric mechanical mechanism explains the onset of a new galaxy's rotational speed and helps account for the peculiar speeds we observe in its outermost regions. It's important to note this model doesn't preclude the existence of dark matter or dark energy. We can hypothesize dark matter as a tidal remnant from other cosmic explosions that have overlapped with our current reality. We can't see it because its strings vibrate differently, but it interacts with us exclusively through gravity. These intriguing topics await our exploration in future discussions. If space is indeed continuously manufactured and injected by black holes at the heart of galaxies, the implications for the macroscopic evolution of the cosmos are monumental. In the next episode, we'll examine how this cosmic factory might explain the receding of galaxies on a universal scale, the optical illusion of speeds faster than light, and even the recent anomalies observed by the James Webb Telescope. As always, this model, developed by Manos Kouvakis, aims for simplicity and seeks to stimulate scientific debate. If you are a physicist, a mathematician, a student, or simply an enthusiast and wish to help explore, critique, or translate these geometric mechanical insights into mathematical formulas, reach out to Manos directly at manos@setaphope.it or leave a comment. You'll find all the initial references in the description. If you found this exploration of our universe compelling, share it with someone who also looks up at the stars and wonders.